afternoon, everybody. I'm Derek, and I'll be going to present a project which is on voice-enabled smart offices along with penetration testing. Just to introduce our group, I'm Derek. I'll be the tech. Me and Omar manage the tech side of the project, and we have a project manager who's Amir, and we have a communications manager Nisar, and who aids in communication is Salman as well. So our project, as you can see, focuses on voice-activated smart office. As you all know, are familiar with how technology is a great enabler for our society. Does everyone agree?
Yeah.
No?
Yes.
Doubtful thoughts. So as you know, it's a great enabler. Smart office is a similar thing. It's just an enabler for employees within an office space to make it a smart environment which enables and enhances their work performances. So just going up to the next slide, our client, just to give you an introduction, is Rohit Galvat, and the company is PR Education. Just to give you a brief idea of what a company is that we're handling, it's a small educational company, and they manage the systems on cloud basis on Google Cloud, and they don't have a physical architecture as per se, so that'll be a part of a project too. So going forward, and our project supervisor, most importantly, is Dr. Ghassan, who is a very good eye into the project and helping us guide through it. So going on to the project overview. So as I've said, the main focus for the project is to design a smart architecture for the client, wherein he can add IoT devices to enable his workspace and make it a lot easier for employees. And as you can see, those are the part of the smart office. So the part where we would like to focus on primarily, so the first stage is designing the network, which is the part that we're going to do in this semester. But the part where we are focusing on, we are lucky to have certified ethical hackers like one of our colleagues here who is going to be doing penetration testing on these network devices to make sure how secure are these IoT devices and how safe is it to use it in a work environment, especially when there's sensitive information of the clients. Depending on the client, they might have medium to high sensitive data and they want to have it secure. That's the priority of every network. So that's where the pen testing comes into play to see how secure is the network and what can we do to add and make it even more better and secure for the client. So taking it further, my colleague Nessa is going to explain the next part. Thank you.
Thanks, Derek. Hi everyone, I'm going to discuss today about our project's client requirements. We have two types of client requirements, functional and non-functional. So the functional requirements is that the client needs us to design a network. So we have proposed a smart office solution network design. So what is smart office? Smart office means the devices itself will understand the clients, mainly the employees that work inside the office, that what they need, how the room temperature should be, if the blind is open or not, is the AC is too cold or is heater is too hot, all kinds of things. And then that's how it's going to implement this office automation. The IoT devices will automatically understand by using time-based and sensor-based design. So they will know if there is a IC is on when the employees are in the office or not, if the blinds are open or not, if there is a door is locked properly or someone is left after office and it's still open, the devices can understand that. But the local users, the employees that are working in the office, they can also override those commands by voice integrated IoT devices. So if someone comes to the office and he feels like, no, it's not too cold for me, so he can voice command through an app that we use, and you can put a command and then the IoT device can actually use that command and turn the AC a bit cold, or maybe he now wants the curtains to be open, so that he can do as well. And then the system must have to be secure, so we are going to do a lot of white box penetration testing because the client needs the system to be secure because there's a lot of employees and a lot of the data they have, so we're going to do that as well. Then we have non-functional requirements, which is smart office features, that the features that IoT device is going to provide to clients. And then authorized user only. Yes, it has to be secure, right? Because if it's not secure, anybody can use it. So only authorized users that we have the inputs in the server that they can use only. And the user-friendly interface. That's a very important part because not everyone is IT professional and not tech savvy. So they have to know how the things working. Is it easier to use? Yes, it has to be easy so everybody can use it and be comfortable with. and must be secure and safe. It has to be secure, otherwise maybe there's someone hacking the system or the system can fail itself. Then we're going to give you an overview of the designs. This is the design that we're going to implement in this office. So these are the basic structure of the design, most of you know, but this is the part we are more mainly going to operate. And you can see there is two types of user we have. In this part of the IoT device section, there's a local user, which is like in the office, like the employee, and we have the external user, who is like sitting at home. Like after 5 o'clock, he went home and he forgot that oh my god, I have close the door. So he can put the command to his smartphone or laptop, and that command can come to our smart switch over here, and the smart switch will understand the command and can override and turn on that door closed. Or if the employee inside the office, like I said, if he feels like I have to change something in the devices, like, okay, I need the windows closed because I like it to get dark, I like to focus on my work. So he can just put a voice command to his smartphone. The PCB, the smart office over here, smart switch we have in here that can understand the command and can turn on those windows off. Now I would like to call my colleague. He will give you a brief discussion about the smart IoT office over here, so you can have a more clear view. Thank you.
Hello everyone. I got the flow chart of the system here. In this flow chart you can see that external user and the local user. I'm going to explain how they can access to the system. So remote user, either they can use the voice commands or they can use the app. App is really easy, just turn on and off, press the buttons. They can use voice commands as well. Same thing applies on the local user as well. They can use apps or they can use the voice commands. So the voice command, they're gonna use Google Assistant. They're gonna give a voice command, we go to the Google Assistant. They will change it to a simple text and transfer it to IFTT. IFTT, what will it do? It will turn that plain text into code, and then it will send it to Blink server. The Blink server is going to change this code into the according to the library. They're going to change the code again, and they're going to send it to Wi-Fi modular. Wi-Fi modular is attached to the PCB, which is a smart switch, and that Wi-Fi modular will send the code to the switch, and then it will either turn on or turn off lights. Okay, this smart switch I have designed from scratch. I'm going to show you how it looks like. That's the smart switch. I designed it personally from scratch. So we have 5-volt relays here. We have 8 relays on this. So I can attach from 8 devices. All the relays, they attached with voltage regulator, transmitters, and transistors. So what they do actually, if we're getting 240 volts in this one, they're going to change it to 5 volts. And then they transmit the 5-volt relays, and then either they're going to turn it off or turn on the lights. Hardware components, next. Okay, so all these are hardware components that we have used to design this system. Customized PCB, as I told, we have the 5-volt relay, and then we have Wi-Fi modular, which is going to hold all the commands to communicate with the smart switch. Then we have Arduino Uno, which dashboard is going to have commands as well. We're going to design a program, and we're going to put all the commands in the Arduino. They will take the input, like for example, a sensor will be attached to the Arduino. They will take the input and they do whatever we have been told through the commands. Then we have stepper motor that will be used for the doors or the blinds. Software that we have used is Google Assistant Link Customer Server and IFTT Server. Just to give you an example, I'm going to turn off this projector through a voice command, and my friend Amir will turn it on back through the voice command. You have it? Yeah. Okay. Hey Google, just turn off the projector. I'm a local user. That's how it is. Okay, Google, turn on level 1 lights.
Okay, the Hamadoma turning on level 1 lights.
Hi, I am a remote user. Okay Google, turn off level 1 lights.
Okay, Amir turning off level 1 lights. Take care.
I'm going to pass it to my friend Amir. He's going to explain the methodology of the project. Thank you.
So what do you think, how secure are these devices? Like they work very well once you get them integrated, but the biggest question before installing is how secure are those? So in order to understand the security part of these IoT smart switches, which is easily available, we have picked up 3 brands. So we picked up these three brands, Blink, Brilliant, and Sonoff. Most of them are Chinese brands, some of them are local brands, so we have did a mix of it. So what we are going to do as a methodology in the next semester is, since we have already activated the voice commands and the IoT devices, we'll be doing a testing on it. Now we'll try to convert those IoT devices into a bot and try a DOS attack and a DDoS attack. We'll try for DDoS at creating another cluster, but the first cluster we'll be doing is DOS attack. There's always a session created before whenever there is a command and executing command and input, between an input and output. So there's a session. So we'll try to hijack the session as well. We'll be doing a firewall evading. There's always a firewall on the devices, but we don't know how strong is the firewall, but we'll be doing a firewall evading in that. And finally, we'll be doing an IoT password cracking. There's by default passwords in the IoT devices, and also sometimes they prompt to change IoT device. But how strong are those? We don't know yet. We'll be doing it in the next semester. Now going forward, I'll explain about our limitation. However, there's some limitation, and finally it will be concluded by Salman.
Thanks, Amir. Now I'll be discussing about the limitations. Although our project seems very nice, we are still constricted with 3 limitations at the moment. So the first one would be the size of the network. So at the moment, we don't have a real network to work on. So all the security testing will be done on our baby project's network, which is the prototypes network. It will create results, but these results might vary when we actually test it on a real network. So all the risk management and the security issues that comes up will be, all those solutions would be based on our prototype, and if we get the chance to do it on a real network, then it will include a lot more IoT devices where we can actually implement better risk solution for our implementation. Now I would like to conclude. Although all of these solutions and the IoT devices can be easily found in online or around hardware stores, the main question is how secure these are and how to actually implement those security strategies. So we will be doing that in our next semester, and hopefully we can come up with a better solution for our client. Thank you guys. Now I'll show you the references. These are our references, and if you have any questions, please ask away. Thank you.
Any questions from the audience, in case you're listening? No. It's a good work, and the prototype is really good because we have done good amount of work in this. Now, in your DDoS attack or DOS attack, when you have to identify that it has done, what is the strategy that you're using? Are you using the number of packets that are coming from the common place, or is it the size of the packet that is mattering?
We'll be using both, number of packets as well as the size, but coming in from the particular IoT device that we have selected.
Because only if you consider number of packets, then it is not DDoS attack.
The size is
Maybe. The
1500
size
is
and
standard.
desegmentation is a point where it keeps the server all the time busy in doing these two tasks. Yeah, and then now you're giving your voice commands, right?
Yep.
Okay. Can it recognize Siri as well?
Yes. Yes, it can be
Instead
done.
of the human being, some other things where, we just, maybe at the end of the day, you do some housekeeping tasks, switch off this, switch off this and all that. Every day, I don't want to do that, but I have done it, or I will instruct my Siri to instruct all of that automatically.
No, but there is an automation option by default.
Huh.
So it can be either automated or it can be overwritten by voice command. So for example,
Okay. You have that
An option as well.
action only automated.
yes, actions are already automated. Automation is on 2 bases. One is on sensor based, one is on time based. So time is, suppose if there is a time to go home, the door will be locked.
Yeah.
And sensor based is like, suppose if there is a lot of carbon dioxide in the room, the gas sensor will pick up and it will start a humidifier, or it will start the air condition to give more oxygen to the room, or at the heat also.
But these two will be overridden by the
The voice
voice.
command.
So the voice can be either real time or it is.
Optional or real time both. But by default there is automation, and if somebody wants to work on it, he can do it by voice or by mobile app.
Okay. And then where are you storing all this? Are you using the cloud or the local server?
We will use cloud as of now.
Okay, but if it is real time, what is the time that it takes? later you have to work
So
out.
seen that already.
on the video, like few seconds, sometimes it takes few seconds, it depends on traffic as well.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say, that's not, may not be during the peak hours or peak time.
And we can either go for cloud or we
It
can.
depends, but these days if the bandwidth is available, then
Then it can.
doesn't matter.
The thing is here, there were three clouds it jumped from. So, and one of them is located in US, one of them is local. So it has to travel all the way US, come back to local and then to the device. So that's the reason there was a time delay. But if both are, if we use the local, both the
I
cloud.
think local should be fine, you can use the logic that Netflix is using,
Yes.
similar to that.
Yes. Thank you.